Hey everyone! You know, there comes a time in every man's life when he needs to learn how to pick dimple locks. Somehow I've managed to avoid it until now, but that time for me is today. So I figured I'd start with this Mul-T-Lock 7x7, which is in a G47P padlock. It's actually a very nice padlock. And I'd have to measure it. I haven't measured it, but I believe that's just a standard Euro cylinder. So anyway, also, stick around till the end, and there'll be something a little bit different. I'm going to start doing something a little bit different at the end of my videos that I think everyone will like, so I encourage you to stick around until then. So let's see if we can get this open, and then we'll take it apart. I'd actually started coming in and approaching this lock. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'd started approaching it from this direction. In other words, from the pick, I guess I'd be pointing right, so I'd approached it from the right, and that was great, except it would get hung up on there, and so I started approaching it from the left. In other words, the flag pointing to the left, and I had a lot more luck. They didn't get stuck. So this is a standard, I guess, left flag from the Southord dimple kit. I actually bought this Southord dimple kit to pick Schlegg Primus, but having it sitting around seemed like I needed to get it doing something. Oh, they were already in a false set. Seemed like I needed to get it doing something else, so no time like the present to start on dimple locks. This is a 7-pin lock, but the pins are pretty big, and they give lots of really fun counter rotation. It's almost like an American, in that it just screams out to you what's going on inside of it. It's really fun. You get to the point where you're dealing with these locks that don't do that to you, and then getting one that does is really refreshing. Oops. So I dropped some pins. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go, and it's open. Okay. And of course, now is the problem that I have a stuck lock. There we go, and lock it back up. One of these days I'll get a proper circlip remover. And we'll come in for a little bit of a close-up. Okay, pin 1 looks standard, 2 looks standard, 3 looks standard, 4 standard, 5 is a mushroom key pin of some kind, I guess. Never seen a mushroom in a key pin position. 6 is a standard and 7 is a standard. And this is stock Mul-T-Lock, so nothing fishy going on in the core there. Pin 1 looks like a really long spool. Pin 2 is also a long spool, a little bit less long. Pin 3 is another long spool. Uh-oh. Pin 5 is also a long spool that bounced out on me. Or I guess that's 4. Pin 5 is also a long spool. Pin 6 looks like it's a standard steel pin. And last but not least, we have pin 7, which is also a long spool. It's a really nicely made lock. Mul-T-Lock does a really good job. Just making a beautiful lock. So yeah, those are the pins. Nothing too fishy, just a lot of spools really, Spool City, except for this mushroom, I guess it goes this way, mushroom pin, key pin. Okay, so I promised we'd have some extra content, and that extra content is this challenge lock that I made. This challenge lock can be yours if you answer this riddle in the comments below. You have to be the first to answer this riddle. If you are, I'll shoot you a private message and ask for your address so I can send it to you. No other requirements other than just getting the little riddle right. You don't have to subscribe, you don't have to like, only do those things if you want to. The only thing I do ask is that you send it along to the next person when you're done with it, because the big fun in challenge locks is sending them around to others and watching them picked. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. Good luck with the challenge lock, and thanks for watching.